Y'all better tighten up.
What's up, guys? John here with Big Dru, Titan Lifestyle.
Big Dru, Titan Lifestyle. It's Friday once again, and we have a lot going on. I'm not going to say good topics, but very important topics to touch base on today. So ready to get to it.
Absolutely. So we got a lot of good topics to go over and some serious ones too. So we're going to start right there. We want to take a moment of silence for George Floyd, okay, out in Minneapolis. I mean, that's where, these riots are going on because George Floyd was obviously killed, right, by a police officer. I mean, it was blatant. If you've watched the video, it's out there. Yeah. It's very, very serious and very, very crazy. I watched it again with Charisse last night to show her because she didn't know what was going on. And when you see the whole video and the whole effect,
and audio too as well.
Oh man, I mean it's horrible. It's horrible what went down. So we're really sorry for George Floyd and his family. R.I.P. And there's riots going on out there right now, and they've been going on for like 2 days straight.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really say unless you're in the situation, unless I'm in that city. But I mean, the whole situation. You always hear about these stories. It's bad to say we always hear about them. But we always hear about these stories, police brutality, someone gets killed. It's always in the write-ups. It's always the police hearsay, his word against, it's always, we never actually see it. Or we'll see like a blurred vision from a dash cam or something. We don't really see it. We don't hear it. But to actually see it, to see how slowed down it was, to see the guy beg for his life, to see bystanders giving the officers recommendations, check his pulse, he's not breathing, check his vitals, to see him literally beg for his life.
He literally did.
And then know he's going to die, saying they're going to kill me, and then literally see him die.
You literally see him die on camera, which is horrific. I mean, it's a tragedy, man, what happened. I mean, you've seen these through the years. So, Rodney King, obviously on television, or, you see all these officers beat him down. Now, they got off, right? So obviously there's got to be some justice for these guys, man. Like George Floyd. I mean, because it's ridiculous. So, and we have a lot of police officers that are friends. So there are good ones, but there could be some bad ones. And these guys, I mean, they need to be taken care of and justice needs to be served.
Yeah, just like John said, I have good friends that are police officers. Actually, a friend of mine was just in here yesterday, to come to get his blood work and everything done.
Absolutely.
So I have utmost respect for the good cops.
Absolutely.
The bad ones need to go, and they need to go by any means necessary.
Right. There should be some sort of vetting process, or after so many, because I guess this guy had prior complaints and stuff like that on him. Well, I mean, listen, there's no excuse for what happened.
Right.
Because once you have so many handcuffs, they can't get up. And at that point, you're taking their life in your hands. And, I mean, there was so many chances for them just to rip him up off the ground and throw him in the squad car at that point.
Right.
And at that point, it's over with. This guy's breathing. Or even the position that police officer had on his neck.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard from some of my cop friends that position is not taught to restrain somebody on their neck, because that's probably the smallest point, and it's really easy to kill somebody by doing that. So
not only that, I mean, there's no threat. He wasn't armed.
Yeah,
and the thing, a lot of times people say there's two officers, but there was actually two more officers from the other angle of view, holding his legs and his waist.
Right.
But I mean, you really had no threat.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they tried to cover it up. They tried to say it was a medical condition before the ambulance got there. So that way, once the ambulance got there, they could use that. But then once the paramedics came, they said he had zero pulse when they got to the scene.
I mean,
so they tried to say he died at the hospital. Now they're like, that's bullshit. He had zero pulse at the scene.
I mean,
and then in the way Derek Chauvin, who deserves death by any means, by anybody, the way he kneeled on the guy's, the way he killed him, and the way he just waited. He literally waited till the very last minute to make sure he was dead. If you notice, when the stretcher comes up and the ambulance is there, the ambulance people are kind of waiting, like, okay, we're here.
Right.
And he's sitting there waiting. He literally kept his knee on the guy's neck to the very last second. The stretcher was like a foot from it. And then he got off, and then they just flopped him on like he was like a piece of dead cattle.
You
and
could
just
tell
threw
he was dead, man.
Yeah, and they threw him on there, and they're like, and then the cops making gestures while it's happening. This is why you don't do drugs, kids.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, they were saying this is why if you listen to the tape and the audio, you hear, I mean, obviously it's not going to be one of the people recording.
Right.
But you hear one of the officers say, this is why you don't do drugs, kids. This is why you don't do drugs, saying that, he's a drug addict or whatever the case may be. And
they did ask him on there, what are you on? And he said, I'm not on nothing, So at that point, it was definitely brought up with the
cops. And
cops.
Steven Jackson, I'm not sure if you know Steven Jackson. Mm-hmm. Steven Jackson played for the Indiana Pacers. around the same time period when they had that mass
Steve Jackson is.
Stephen Jackson, George Floyd is actually Stephen Jackson's brother.
Oh, wow.
If you Google, you can see it's his brother. He made a video on it. He said that his brother was getting his life together. He just moved out to Minneapolis. He just got a job for a trucking agency.
Really? And
his brother just sent him, like, he said, you can watch the video. It's on Instagram. I'm sure if you just YouTube it or Google it, you'll see it on there. But he made a video. He was tearing up. He said, "Why'd you kill my brother?" He just sent him 2 big boxes of clothes to get his life together. So the guy was on the right track and everything. And then this happened. They used to call him twin. Stephen Jackson and George Floyd, they used to always call them twin. They're like the same height. They look exactly the same. You guys can Google that too. But yeah, it's getting out of control. And just like I said before, good cops are good ones, but the bad ones, you guys got to watch out, because people aren't just going to sit back and let the law take care of it anymore. They're not going to sit back and, losing your job isn't good enough for a lot of people. So I'm saying they got to be careful out there, because it's only a matter of time before these people don't care about their lives. Their only purpose is going to be to take your life, the same way you took someone else's life. So when it gets to that point where people don't care about their life, but you've messed up their life so bad, their only completeness is going to be from making sure the person that took their life or loved one's life is gone too. That's what's happening now. That's what you got people. I don't care what happens to me as long as I hurt you because you hurt him.
And that's what's going down. So I mean, they've been rioting for 2 days. They literally stormed the police precincts when these police are not there, right? Fires everywhere. So I mean, listen, I definitely agree with you. Justice to the for George Floyd against this guy and the other guys involved too. I mean, they would sat there. I don't care what you say. I think the Asian dude was, he could have just turned around, looked, at least acknowledged, because the guys, that are screaming from the street, they're like, listen, check his pulse.
They're all at fault, but they're all at fault. I mean, who's to say what the Asian guy, the other 2 officers, if they were to actually put their knee on?
I didn't see those.
If they're going to allow it happen. They're going to allow it to happen. Then come on now.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
They're going to allow it. I mean, you're going to allow someone to. I mean, it just is.
It was pretty bad. So you're just.
I'm hoping street justice takes place before. I'm hoping street justice takes place. They've already been to his house. They're already looking for him. Everyone knows who the guy is. They know his badge number. They know his history. They know whatever. So I'm honestly hoping that street justice takes place before. I mean, that's not. I've never said that about anybody, but I really want him to feel that death the way this guy felt the death. I've never even wanted a death penalty ever in my life for anybody except for this situation. I hope the streets take care of him before he goes to jail.
I think that either way, even if this guy goes to jail, think about it. This guy
he's done. Put him in general population. I don't want him to go to jail and be in the corner by himself 24 hours a day.
Even in isolation, they can get to you. Look at
put him in general population, handcuff him, put him on his stomach, and videotape him.
They're definitely, there's some sort of justice going to come, and this guy is definitely wrong. So we're going to see. Let's stay tuned to this. I guess, we're going to see, because it doesn't look like it's stopping, and the weekend's here. So at that point, it's probably going to get a lot worse.
But the whole Target thing and the ruining businesses. I mean, I go after the person or persons. Or if you want whatever they own, whatever. But I don't feel like it's necessary to go up in Target and just vandalize and look for reasons to take stuff. They said AutoZone was burnt down. What did AutoZone do?
They had nothing to do with it.
So it's kind of like, don't look for an opportunity to get some free stuff.
Right.
If you're out there protesting for a cause that's
just
good.
Destroying shit.
Yeah, don't just. What's that going to do? It's almost like I mean, I'm not there, so I can't put myself in shoes. But I've been mad before and put my hand through something. And afterwards I'm like, I shouldn't do it.
Right.
So I mean, who's to say if you're there? But honestly, what is going into Target going to do? It's almost like throwing a tantrum. And causing a mess. The police station, I could see. The officers running up to the cars, trying to get to the officers that harmed him, I could see. But it's almost like I get mad at John, so I'm going to go downtown and vandalize the water fountain.
Yeah, that makes no sense. So at that point, listen, justice should be served. We're going to see how it goes. But that's what we want to do. We want to definitely, bring up this, because this is really important, man. I mean, it really is what we're doing.
It's only getting worse. And if you guys haven't seen the tape, there's been plenty of instances where, a police officer has killed somebody or been accused of it, and we haven't seen the tape, or we only watch part of the tape. Just like John said, when you watch the full tape from beginning to end, don't fast forward to get to the important parts. Then you can actually get a feel for it.
Oh, for sure.
You can hear the guy beg. You can hear the audio. He calls for his mom. He says, "I can't breathe." He says, "They're going to kill me." And this, when he died, it was 2 years to the day that his mother died. Absolutely. So he was. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. Bad on every level, just like the mayor or the governor or whoever. And Minneapolis said it was bad on every level. I'm shout out to the mayor too.
Yeah.
He's pushing charges right away. Everyone's pushing charges right away. Let's get his ass out.
I mean, even it's all the way up to the president. So the president, he said this immediately. He was like, he wanted the DOJ, the FBI to investigate this immediately because everybody that watches the tape, there's no like, if you watch the whole thing.
What's the trial?
There is no question that this guy is, guilty of murder. That's what it is. So we'll see.
And whatever transpired up to that moment, too. People always say, I don't know what happened that moment. It could be the worst situation ever in life. This guy could have literally killed 100 people, and still you're not gonna just kill him to death right there. That's crazy. Man.
Absolutely.
Your day will come, Derek.
Yes. Justice will be served. I guarantee that. One way or another, it's coming. Yeah. All right. So the other down part, I guess, this is kind of crazy. Boston Marathon's canceled, but they're gonna have a virtual race.
How? I don't even.
What are we doing right now?
How is that? What are they gonna do? Put a treadmill and put it on FaceTime?
Something like they're gonna run these and get timed or something like that. There is a whole article on it.
There's gonna be so much fraud stuff and cheating going on. Not saying with the Boston Marathon, but all this virtual stuff, especially with the Thor.
Yeah.
Thor broke the deadlift record. He had his dad weighing weights. And people saying it's like.
What are we doing here?
I like to look next to me and see the guy I'm beating, not look on a piece of paper.
Exactly. And you know what the funny thing is like here in Florida, so yesterday they voted on it here in Pinellas. So all the beaches are open, all the pools are open, hotels, motels at full capacity with no restrictions. No social distancing, no mask. Now, they would like you to do it, but they're not making it mandatory. So it's kind of crazy. So if it's a nice weekend, our beaches are going to be slammed.
Yeah, actually, I'm probably going to go out there on Sunday. I know Saturday they said there might be a little bit of rain. Yeah. I hate traveling all the way out there and having to deal with it, so
that does suck, right? Sunday's always a good day to go to the beach in Florida for sure. And it's always going to be packed, and it always is. Clearwater, St. Pete, those are the best beaches in the country. So some of, anyway.
One thing I realized, too, about going to the beaches now or just going out in general now, it seems like people are a little bit in a better mood.
Yeah.
Not just because they're realizing, it's a privilege. It's a privilege. It's good to be able to go outside. Like when you could do something, you have no restrictions on it. You take it away for a while. As soon as you get it back, you appreciate it. So now it's like you see people walking around.
Yep.
They're like they appreciate the grocery store, they appreciate the gym, or they just appreciate certain stuff. Not having to wait in line, because some of the stuff you forget there's going to be a line. You pull up and you're like, oh, there's a line. I went to Best Buy. I'm like, oh man, I got to make an appointment.
Right.
I got to stand in line. It's like.
That's how it is too. It's like it's more exclusive now than ever to get in places.
It's like VIP got to be on a list to go to Walmart.
I think people are so excited about it is because they're, some people they weren't going out. They might not be essential workers or whatever it is. So now everybody's just and nothing was open to what it is now. So everybody's just excited to get out there, especially the gyms here in Florida. That was a huge one. The restaurants, the capacity and stuff like that. That was another one. But basically, at that point, their rights came back to them, to a certain extent. Because their rights were taken from them. Not being able to, stay at home or whatever it is, and all the craziness that was going on. So at that point,
we are fortunate too. We're fortunate being in Florida.
We are.
Because I forget that other parts of the country are still completely shut down. Like I forget
about California?
Yeah, I forget about it until I see I haven't been to the gym and this. I'm like, wow, you guys are still. So, it's good that we have grocery stores. We even have a drive-in movie theater here in the city, so we can go there and watch it, which I like anyways. I don't like to deal with the people.
That's my thing, too. Like, if you're not going to have restrictions at the beach or anything, why do you have restrictions anywhere else? Like, open up the movie theaters.
Maybe it's because it's enclosed.
Probably, you're right.
Because
that's
parks.
Good. Yeah.
But the thing I don't understand
is... Motels, full capacity, though?
I don't understand, because I've seen some parks are still closed. You have the beach open, but then you have the park closed with yellow tape all over the benches. Like I can't even sit down outside, but I can go lay in the sand with hundreds of people.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, man.
Where are they making these? Who's making these decisions? Like this bench you can sit on, but this one you can't. Like,
it's crazy. Yeah, so these county commissioners. So it should be all one. I think. That's what it is. Conor McGregor is coming back to fight Anderson Silva.
It's going to be a good
MMA, if you guys don't know what that is, all right?
I think Anderson Silva's way past his prime.
Oh, for sure.
Way past, but he's one of my favorites. I like the flashiness of it. Like he's cocky, but he's like it's not like annoying cocky.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, he could back it up. Yeah, Anderson Silva's a beast. Yeah, never been a Conor McGregor fan ever.
Yeah.
Never thought he was that special. He's hype. He's talk. He tries to go out.
He likes to talk. That dude can talk though.
No, don't get me wrong. If I was a promoter, I want him in my fight because that's the money. But I'm saying I've never really been an Anderson.
Yeah, I've never been a Conor McGregor fan. Silva, I'm pretty sure Silva got his leg broke when he tried to kick that dude a couple years ago. It like split in half, man. Like this. Yeah, it like wrapped around. It was like the most crazy thing I'll never forget watching on TV.
It's gonna be.
I mean, I would think Vegas, because Vegas now they're opening up casinos.
I didn't hear about it until today, so I mean, I don't even.
Oh yeah, so I don't know where they're gonna be at, but I would probably assume Vegas or Florida for that, because the states are that are opened up and ready to go. And usually Vegas is where they do those big MMA fights and stuff like that. It's a bigger pool, gambling's there, a lot of money usually.
I wonder how far they're gonna push it back to make sure there's a crowd or anything like that.
I think they've already set a date. Yeah, the contract's done, so they've got to set a date already. I will have to look into the date.
I hope it's not going to be an online watching fight.
Wow.
So like as of the August 15th, they have one for Dublin, Ireland on July the 18th all the way through May 30th or June 6th. It's to be announced. June 6th, Las Vegas. Though,
right, Las Vegas, yeah.
So it's probably going to be Las Vegas.
It's going to be Las Vegas. And, I seen last night that Las Vegas is going to open up here, I think, next week. Full casinos, so that we're half capacity casinos, so and bars and everything like that. So that means Vegas is back. They're ready. They told people, and they've opened up one hotel for reservations. They sold out within hours of a full hotel.
It's weird how they're like it seems like the states that bring money, like the tourists or whatever money, stay open, and the states that have no one living there stay open. Yeah. But everyone else in between is like screwed. Yeah. Like North Dakota or South Dakota, one of the two Dakotas, I read about it. They had like, they've always been open. They never even shut down at all, and they have like barely any cases. Yeah. But then again, there's like no one in the whole state.
No, it's a rural area.
If I have to drive 45 minutes to go to the gas station, then
that's what it is, man. It's crazy. So
I'm just fortunate to be in Florida. The weather's nice. The gyms are open. We're slowly opening back up.
We're coming
this
back.
This is where Titan's at.
That's Titan headquarters, baby. Tampa, Florida. That's where it's at. So we're up and coming here for sure, and it's a beautiful state, man. Especially if you've lived out of state or grew up in stone cold weather like you did. You know what it is, then. So when you come down here, it's like vacation almost every day. You get to wear pretty much whatever you want. You always got nice weather, the sun, no gray skies, that depressing weather. Yeah. So it's another thing, which brings me to another point. Disney has opened, or they're going to open up here July 11th and 15th. 2 parks will open on each date. So how is it fully open, or you got to sign? How does it? So they're not accepting. This is good. I'm glad I have a pass because they're not accepting new passes right now. So we've got the old ones, so they're going to accept those and reservations they had currently, and then hopefully they'll open back up after they're at 50% capacity is what they're going to do. They've got more sanitizing stations. They were to put their game plan together to the governor. More sanitizing stations. Everybody's got to wear a mask, including people and employees. They're talking about having some relax zones where people can take the mask off and relax for a minute too. So I don't know how that's going to work.
I do need those relax.
Right?
I wore a mask. I've only worn a mask once since this whole, or when I go to Costco. Yeah. And it's like as soon as I put that mask on, like it's sweat, like and plus the beard it's terrible, man.
Right. Matthew Wood, man, we love you, man. I know you've been working here, going 60 to 100 days, 20 days straight. ECAs, red and whites. Those are the ECA Ultras, man.
Matthew O's diehard Titan
right there. He is.
How's the progress going, Matthew? How many pounds off now? I know you dropped a lot.
Yeah, you got to be. I know he's working. He's been doing it. Mario Sky, yes, we agree with you, definitely, for sure. We got to definitely appreciate our lifestyle here in the United States, and we definitely need justice for murder. I would say you look like Kimbo Slice. Blessings. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so Disney's opening. Can't wait. I've been wanting to go on this Star Wars ride forever and have not got to, and it's been open a year already. And it's not because I haven't been able to go there. It's because you have to go there at like 5 or 6 a.m. to stand in a line, and then you get on an app and then reserve your spot there. But they have a location enabled, so at that point they know exactly how far you are from the park. So you have to be within so many distance of the park to do this. Really crazy stuff. sucks, but it is what it is. You know.
I know Disney was hurting for a while, the hotels and stuff, because a lot of those hotels are strictly for Disney.
Yep.
They're like giving them away online now.
Yep.
So.
Oh yeah. We'll see how it goes,
Disney's
man.
gonna be
I mean,
good.
it's gonna be crazy. The Team Titan workout. So we're going to do 2 different workouts.
Yeah.
We're gonna do our Team Titan one, where all the Titans are gonna get together. We're gonna come together. We're gonna get to train, get to know some of the new Titan athletes or ambassadors for us, and anybody that wants to come out and talk to us.
Yeah.
It'll be open to the public. We'll tell you guys where it's going to be at very shortly. It's coming soon, very soon, within the next couple weeks. And then the Big Dru Lift Party, you know, so we're going to get down for that. And that's going to be more exclusive. So that's going to be invite only.
Yeah, the invite only is going to be for the, just like John said, the Big Dru Lift Party. It's going to be at the same location as it was previously, that you guys previously got invites to.
Yep.
Not exactly sure on a date yet. I'm going to get with the owners probably this week and let you guys know, but it's going to be exclusive. It's going to be crazy. There's going to be Titans. There's going to be other people. It's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
And the Titan Lift Party, too, is going to be good about that one, too. Is there's going to be a major Titan presence at the Tampa Pro this year. Whether people are competing or whether people going and just watching. So a lot of people are prepping for the Tampa Pro right now. A lot of people are just prepping for summer right now.
Oh, yeah.
So now that the gyms are opening back up, the momentum is swinging back up, the fitness is in, people can refocus on these shows. It's going to be great, that Titan workout. It's probably going to be like maybe 10, 12, 15 Titans.
Oh, yeah.
And many Titans want to come. It's a Titan thing.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's going to be great, and the Big Loop Lift Party is going to be off the chain.
Oh, it's going to be
music's going to be loud. It's going to be heavy lifting, CrossFit, powerlifting, bodybuilding, soccer momming. I don't care.
Man,
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And coming up on these shows, he's coming up in these Tampa Pro and stuff like that. We got a lot of athletes that are gonna be competing.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Rachel, I know Rachel's doing Tampa Pro.
Yeah, I got Jen McHenry, IABB Pro.
Derek,
IABB Pro.
Titan, major Titan presence.
Major
Tampa
Titan
Pro.
presence. We will be in the building. So look out for all the Titans, because we're going to be there in full effect.
Oh yeah,
spreading the good word and watching our athletes hopefully take home that hard.
Yeah, maybe we'll get together that weekend and have like a Titan, like maybe all get together for like some food or something like that, or maybe just at the show, like around the area, or whatever.
Absolutely.
Together.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good weekend. It's gonna be a good weekend. Anybody coming? I know Max Charles is coming to town. We're gonna be training.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good weekend.
Already a year. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's been a year already. I was talking to Max yesterday. He's like, "How's the?" I was like, "Man, it's been like a year."
Wow.
It was like a year.
It's been a year, man. It's definitely been a year.
Yeah, like I messed my bicep up.
Yep.
It's been a year.
Remember that.
It was a year ago. My bicep.
It's back. It's back.
Yeah. It's bigger and back. It's back and bigger.
So I appreciate that, guys. Any questions before we sign off here? I don't think we got anything else to cover.
That's pretty much it, guys. Be safe out there, and with everything that's going on, don't let that add fuel to you. Don't let it get you riled up when you're watching this stuff. This stuff is emotional to watch. Again, if you haven't watched it, watch it.
It is.
Be educated and don't do anything stupid.
Yeah.
Don't do anything stupid to try to prove a point that's gonna ruin your future or whatever like that. Let whatever is gonna happen, and just sit back and get your popcorn ready and let them take care of it.
Absolutely.
Even though I want to.
I think it riles everybody up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So stay tuned to our social medias. I know you guys on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We will have more content coming at you guys, and there's tons of videos that we're releasing on there and pictures of the whole team, crew, so you guys are going to love it and stay entertained. YouTube, guys, our videos on there are rocking, and there's a whole bunch, and they're very, very long videos on some of them. So if you guys want to watch some in-depth videos, I just put up the reconstitution video. And that video is going to tell people how to reconstitute lyophilized medication, whether it's HCG or AOD or BPC 157 or TB 500. Anything that's lyophilized, that little freeze-dried powder, little white powder at the bottom of that medication vial, it'll show you how to dilute it properly and talk about the different things that you need for it. So go there, subscribe, hit the notifications. We're trying to build that channel up as fast as possible.
Also podcasts too, guys. If you have a commute to work every single day, if you're driving to work, if you don't have time to stare at your phone and stare at the laptop, check out the podcast. If you can watch it every day when you're going to work. I mean, you can listen to it every day when you're going to work. If you guys have a commute to work, podcasts are perfect for commutes to work.
Absolutely.
It's like every day you have something to actually listen to.
Yeah, I mean, you can even put it in your headphones at the gym at that point.
Yeah. If you're doing cardio, you can put it in and listen to it.
Yeah, man. I mean,
the podcast is good.
Yeah, the podcast is great.
Because you can put just like you say, you can put your headphones in and walk around, be doing stuff around the house, and actually listen to it instead of just sitting there and making your eyes bleed staring at the screen. So it helps a lot too.
Or maybe you missed one of our shows. We put them all on those podcasts. Yeah. So at that point, you guys can listen to archived ones. They're always up there for you guys. You guys can go through the full list.
Yeah. If you got questions too, you can go back and cross. You can go back to the podcast, and maybe questions could be answered as opposed to waiting for email response back.
Absolutely.
Let's go back to. Also, too, one thing I want to add is when they do the Titan Talk on Tuesdays, guys, I'm going to try to go on my phone, on the IG side, on my side, watching on live. I noticed you guys have a lot of questions on that live. So as John's doing his live Titan Talk Tuesdays, I'm gonna if there's questions he can't get to because he's in the middle of talking, I'm gonna be on my phone trying to answer questions too, so that way he doesn't have to try to answer them if I have them. I'll try to give you guys away. Also, what's gonna happen too is on Tuesdays when he's doing the Titan Talk, if you guys tune in and it's already 10-20 minutes into it, you don't know what we're touch base on, you can go back into my comments, you can see the questions and me answering, you can see what we're touching base on.
You know what, we could probably do the live where you request in here and we can do split screen and they can add, all their questions are coming up, all our questions are coming up.
So that way I could, the other day I noticed John was trying to talk and people were asking questions, and it's crazy, and Art got like a million different things he's doing. So someone said something about the Titan Cream, and I was like, yeah, you can use it any time.
Absolutely.
I was like, certain things like that, and too, like if you go on to news stations and you go onto their lives, you go to the comments to figure out what they're talking about in the news. So when they go to our lives, if I can go in the comments a little bit and just give little pieces here and there, what's going on, what we're talking about, they can go in there and they can see what we've been talking about. Because if they're 10 minutes in, they're going to miss it.
Absolutely.
So they can go back. So I can say, first topic, boom, boom, boom. Second topic, boom, boom, boom. Can use the Titan Cream anywhere. So I'm going to try to do that every Tuesday, guys. So if you go onto the live, look for my comments to figure out what we're talking about. If you have questions, shoot them at me as well as, Titan, so that we can try to answer all of them, because we want to answer all the questions.
Absolutely.
Sometimes we'll get 5 questions. John can only get to one of them because there's so much stuff going on. So I want to try to answer them for you guys, and that way you guys can see what the talk is about if you're coming in halfway through the show.
Yeah, so you guys are informed, in tune, and we can answer your questions properly. Now, going on the point of the podcast, if you guys listen to something from previous and you have a question, you guys can always get in the live and ask us, or you guys can DM those questions to us, and we can talk about them on the next live for you guys.
Yeah, I'm on my phone all day, guys. Like just like John, we don't use desktops. Everything is phone.
Yeah.
So I'm on my phone all day. So just shoot me a DM, shoot me a text, or if you have my number or email, I'll get to it if I can.
Absolutely, guys. So we appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Titan Lifestyle with Big Dru every Friday, 2 p.m. All right? Titan Talk Tuesdays, every Tuesday, 6 p.m. And don't miss the Sunday Titan Medical Health and Lifestyle Show on ABC. We appreciate you guys again. My man
Titan
Dru,
Lifestyle.
Love this guy.
Every Friday.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next Friday.
I'm tightened up. Y'all better tighten up.